The Earth is a water planet, but global water resources are under attack. From dead zones to acidic oceans, vanishing groundwater to rerouted rivers, our water planet is changing in ways that threaten us all. The good news is, solutions exist, and EarthEcho is on an adventure to find them. I'm Philippe Cousteau. Join me as we explore how the most precious resource on Earth is driving some of the most exciting innovations in engineering on EarthEcho expeditions, Water by Design. As we examine water scarcity and drought, many solutions are being proposed by the people and companies that provide water. But what about the solutions proposed by those of us who are end users of water? Intensive agriculture in California is responsible for 80% of water use. So my wife Ashlan and I set out to meet executive chef and farmer Adam Navidi, who's conserving water one head of lettuce at a time. So Adam, this place is really impressive, but I want to kind of back up to the bigger picture a little bit about agriculture in general and water use here in Southern California. Why is innovation in a system like this so important?
Well, like you said, in California here, we hit with the drought issues and everything happening. This is the most efficient farming method, uses the least amount of water. In this greenhouse, we're growing tomatoes and kale and chard, but we grow a lot of lettuce as well. And just lettuce alone, grown in soil, conventional farming, uses 10 to 15 gallons of water per head of lettuce. We're using one gallon. Yeah.
10 to 15 gallons for one head of lettuce.
For one head of lettuce, and here we do it with 1 gallon of water. So it's very, very efficient. To have to only add a little bit of water when it's needed.
Amazing. Now, what inspired you to do this?
Mostly for me, as being a chef, I wanted to be able to grow my own produce in a clean, healthy, and sustainable way. And this is what I found was the best way of doing it.
Can you speak to a little bit of some of the challenges that big agricultural, traditional styles of farming, some of the water issues around that they're facing?
There's a nursery, their water bill is about $6,000 a month or so. Ours is about $160, so $75 just goes to pay for the meter. So we actually use less than $100 worth of water out here a month. And we can do anywhere from 30 to 40,000 heads of lettuce a month, and tomatoes and cucumbers and everything else. So it's great. I mean, to think that we use less water than we do at my own house, people taking showers and drinking water there, is very, very efficient. Yeah.
Incredible.
Can you explain the system to us? So it's a closed system, correct?
Yes.
How does it start and how does it end?
Well, it starts with the fish. So the fish are downstream. They're always at the big pond in the bottom. They're the ones creating all the nutrients that are feeding the plants. The water's pumped up from there with the heavy waste from the fish. Goes into some biofiltration systems, filters out some of the heavy solids. The remaining nutrient-rich water is going to the plants. The plants are filtering that, absorbing that, the ammonia and the nutrients the fish are producing as nitrogen. Plants grow from it. They're cleaning, filtering the water returns back to the fish pond. So it's a little ecosystem. Yeah.
This is a fully closed loop system.
Yes, sir.
When people see hydroponic tomatoes in their supermarket, how is this different?
Well, hydroponics, they got to use synthetic nutrients in order to grow the plants. So they're mining those nutrients from different parts of the world, and they have to synthesize the nutrient to make it to where it's stable. When they put it in the system, hydroponics is more about no bacterium, right? They can run some of the lettuce growers and other people that run bleach through a system and kill any bacterium because they want it very sterile. Where here, we want the good bacterium in the system to convert that ammonia into nutrients for the plants. So we would never put bleach in a system like this because we're just wasting all the work and all the time the bacterium to colonize is done. So, yeah.
And not only do you get amazing vegetables, but you also get really healthy fish.
Yeah, yep, that's the plus side.
So why don't people do more of this?
Well, I think it's people are starting to get into it more and more now. And I think people are a little bit afraid of it because there's, and I can understand that because you got living fish in the system. Where hydroponics, you don't really have the fish. So something happens, a pipe breaks or whatever, they just fill the pond back up, add more nutrients, fix the pipe, start all over. Here, you have fish. So a pipe breaks and you lose all the water, you lose all the fish too. Those are all your workers, that's all your nutrients. So you have to start the system all over again.
But the fish is also part of the economic benefit here, that those fish are consumed.
That's correct. Yep.
So tell me a little bit about that system. So you're not just growing fruits and vegetables here, you're also growing fish.
Yeah. Yeah, we produce about 20,000 tilapia is what we have out here at the farm. We just harvested 400 pounds this morning as well.
What is your favorite part of this story, of this system?
Favorite part of the story of the system is, you know, it's about, you know, learning, really. For me, I like the educational part of it. I like being able to experiment, and same with cooking. You know, there's 100 different recipes on how to make a chocolate chip cookie, but unless you make those 100 recipes, you don't know which one you actually like or which one's the best. So for us, we had to do that. We kind of had to go through, we try different things out. We have to chew on a system like this is a new system. It took me 3 or 4 months before I pulled the trigger and went, okay, I got this, put it all together, and let's do it. You know, let's build it. Let's spend the next week building the system.
So every day at work is like a giant experiment for you.
Exactly, yeah.
Aquaponics is certainly an innovative approach to agriculture. Not only does this process not use any chemicals like pesticides, it's also a closed system with nearly zero waste, and it's water efficient. Even more inspiring is that this idea is so accessible that a small system could easily be set up at a home or in a classroom. The whole ecosystem of the farm shows that by using nature as our guide, we can conserve water and still have delicious and nutritious food to enjoy. To learn more about freshwater resources and find ways to take action in your own community, visit EarthEcho International at www.earthecho.org.